Hey, Jimmy Jack here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I have rigged it up. My ring light, which is also a tripod, um, so I can just go ahead and record my screen like this. I promise you, if I do somehow get a PC at some point, I will be able to make much higher quality videos than this. But as it stands, this is just the best I'm going to be able to give. In today's video, we're going to be playing Grounded. And, this has been my favorite this has been my favorite video game of all time. I used to say it was Dying Light, and, Dying Light 2, the second one, not really as good. But Dying Light used to be my favorite because I love the zombies plus parkour. That was like a really good combination for me. But then I realized I'm much more into base building and stuff. Then I got into a little bit of Fallout 4, purely for the base building and settlement management, stuff like that. And then I realized, hey, I'm an adult. I have money. So I bought Grounded, I want to say about a year ago, maybe a year and a half. All I know is it was before the Fully Yoked update, and it was still in pre-release when I got it. Or like, not pre-release, like it was before the full release of the game. So maybe it was longer, I don't remember. But anyway, in this video, we're going to be fighting the Mant in New Game Plus One. We're going to be running a Summoner's build, which, if you didn't know, I'll go ahead and put it in here. So, the Summoner's build, that is pretty popular right now, is the Red Ant, like the Red Strategist Summoner's build. So what happens is, you go over to mutations. I have Assassin, because the weapon of choice is going to be the Widow Dagger, because it has poison coating, and because of well, I guess it doesn't have, does it? Hold on. Yeah, it has venom coating, my bad. So it has venom coating, but it's also a really, really fast weapon. And if we want our summons to proc, we're gonna want to hit as many times as we can, as fast as we can. So we're gonna run Mom Jeans for extra poison damage while also getting Spiderling summonings. Then the Mysterious Stranger. I love that reference to Fallout. So this is one of those other ones. It summons a Mant, which is really funny when you get into the ring with the Mant as the boss, because then it's a Mant versus Mant situation. Then I go with Coup de Grace, because you want as many critical hits as you can, and the faster your weapon is, the more hits you're gonna rattle off. The more hits you rattle off, the more, I wouldn't say the higher of a chance you have for crits, but definitely more hits equals more crits is what I'll probably start saying. And then the last one, you can do Cardio Fan for the hyper stamina, or you can rely on, your not potions, your smoothies and stuff, or you can do, let's see, You can do Spicy Safety because most of his attacks are smashing attacks, and Spicy Safety gives you smashing resist and stabbing resist. You could do Sour Sensation, although I don't recommend it. It is technically a Thorns type of thing, but it doesn't work well enough. Plus, it only works if you're being hit, and you don't necessarily want to be hit, especially in this build. And we'll get into that, into why in just a moment. The travel ones don't really need them, so I usually run Cardio Fan in pretty much every single one of my builds because I like to attack more than I block, which is a problem. I'm really good at parrying and stuff, but that hyper stamina and exhaustion recovery really helps when you're in a very heated battle, especially with the bosses. So that's my loadout for a summoner's build. You could do anything. This is just the way I do it. Now we're gonna get into the armor. You can see my battle axe armor here. No, I guess you can't, huh? Can't see the full screen. Let me just. Ooh. Yeah, no. Oops. Okay. My tripod doesn't really go up that far, so I guess you're kind of stuck. Hold on. Let's see what it looks like here. This isn't any better, but for the purpose of just showing you the armor and what the armor does, it's pretty good. So we're going to be going over all the equipment that I'm going to be using. The Widow Dagger for the extreme high speed, as you can see right here. It has Venom on it. It's not particularly the highest damage, and it's really bad if you want to do a stun build. But we're looking for speed because the more hits you can rattle off, the more summons you can get potentially. You don't need a torch. I just have that on there. I have a Science Waffle, and if you didn't know, you have a very not an extremely high chance, but a pretty good chance if you're only in New Game +1, which I am, of getting a Science Waffle if you just farm Antlions. Because they have, I have 2 Science Waffles from, killing Antlions. This one, I'm just running it for the attack stamina, as you can see right there. But, it does have that plus sour attack. I don't have a sour weapon that I want to use against him, especially because, I'm trying to flesh out a summoner's build. So if you have something that has like summon aggro, summon poison, something like that, I'd suggest running that in there, but I only have it on there for the attack stamina to give myself, more stamina to be hitting things with. Let's check if that's right. Well, yeah, attacking uses less stamina. Okay, now we get into the armor, the actual armor. The red strategist armor you can get from the Red Ant Queen. You have to either poison or infect her. Because I am in New Game +1, I decided to go ahead and poison her. I have also, not poison, my bad. I've decided to infect her along with the Black Ant Queen. So I do have both of those strategist armor sets. And essentially what these are going to do, if you upgrade them down the sleek path, it'll give your summons thorns. And since it has 3 stacks of them, it's going to do, I'm pretty sure it does times 3, thorns damage. I'm not sure how that fully works. But just as the base set, it gets, summon aggro, which means they're gonna, enemies are higher likely to Um, Prioritize attacking your summons over other targets. Um, there we are. So that's the armor and the equipment and stuff. I do recommend always having heals on you, like fiber bandage for. Let me see if I can focus it up right here. Okay, I'm just gonna pick it up. Okay, so fiber bandage for trickle region, or a sticky soothing syrup. It does the same thing. Heal Bossa. I just picked it up since it was in this lab. You don't want to use a Heal Bossa. Heal Bossas are bullshit when you're in any kind of fighting, because it will heal everything around you. It's not just you and your friends if you're playing multiplayer. It's everything that it hits. So if you're using this during a fight, or like it's your last option, distance yourself from your opponent, because it will heal your opponent. And we all know how much we hate bosses when they heal. As well as some beefy fuzz on the rocks. I love using fuzz on the rocks. Increases max health. And then if you make it beefy, it'll give it an extra oomph in the healing department. This is great when paired with the Ladybug chest plate down the sleek path, because then you have increased healing from it. So, oh, I forgot about the set bonus. So the set bonus for the red strategist is to summon red ant soldiers, which, it's not like the awesomest or like the coolest thing ever, but oh my gosh, will they help you in they'll help you out really easily. Or not easily, you know what I mean? Like, they do some pretty decent damage. As it is just a red ant soldier, it's not going to be the strongest because it is a tier 1 creature. Black ants, tier 2, fire ants, tier 3. But just like bosses can summon infused creatures, you can too. It's a chance thing. So this video is already getting pretty long. It's longer than it's definitely double the time of what I usually make. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it there. It's just gonna be I'm just gonna make this about the summoner build. I didn't mean to make it a fully fleshed out, thing like that, but Alright, and Jimmy out.